Mo kí gbogbo ojú tó ń wò mí nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi iṣẹ́ àlàáfíà ni mo bá yín ọ̀dẹ̀ òdùbí gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ Justice for Mohbad ẹ má jẹ́ kí n dá yín lágara àṣírí kan tó ti tú o àṣírí kan tó ti tú o àṣírí tó wà láàrin Mohbad àti Naira Marley kí Mohbad tó kú àṣírí yẹn ti tú o àwọn alọ́ba wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ àṣírí yìí wọn ò dẹ̀ sọ síta àwọn èèyàn burú o imú mà níkà o kò má jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ohun àṣebí o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ Justice ẹ bá mi share fídíò yìí kẹ́ ẹ tó gbọ́ top secret ẹ bá mi share fídíò yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ kúkú mọ̀ pé mi ò lè ṣe kí n má bẹ̀yìn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ share fídíò yìí ẹ jẹ́ kó go viral káwọn èèyàn lè mọ àṣírí tó wà láàrin Naira Marley àti Mohbad kó tó di wípé Mohbad di olóògbé ẹ bá mi share fídíò yìí fún ẹni tó yẹ gbígbà àkọ́kọ́ lélẹ́yìí tẹ́ kọ́ máa kàn sí péjì yìí ẹ subscribe sílẹ̀ ilé Global TV tẹ́ bá ti wá subscribe tán tẹ́ ti gbọ́ information yìí tán kéyìn náà wá fi èrò ọkàn tí náà hàn lábẹ́ comment section bó kú jẹ́rìí ẹ̀yin lólùfẹ́ mi ẹ máa sọ èrò ọkàn yín jáde bó bá ṣe rí lọ́kàn yín òun náà mo jẹ́ fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ sọ jáde ẹ bá mi share fídíò yìí kẹ́ ẹ subscribe sílẹ̀ ilé Global TV ẹ wá gbọ́ àṣírí náà tó wà láàrin Mohbad àti Naira Marley lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àkúdẹ̀mọ̀ bóyá àṣírí yìí gan òun ló ṣe okùnfà ikú Mohbad n tó pamọ́ ojú Ọlọ́run ló tó ẹ má bá mi ká lọ.
Is Naira the next answer to that? So you know that there is something more to this thing. Naira come on any publication against Naira. All these things is targeted at one spot. Just to be able to exonerate Naira eventually. All these things, they are scripted already. One thing people need to know, or the notion we need to correct, is that at the end of the day, Naira is also gunning for the money. Yes, you are right. Naira is also gunning for the money. Because as it stands, the money is not with Naira. In 2023, early 2023, before Mohbad died, he already instituted a case against a music distributing company, the Digital Music Distribution yes, because he broke his contract, he broke the agreement, maybe that's why Naira was paying. No, there was no contract at all.
Most patients were.
The only rightful thing for Mohbad to do at that point, because of course he knew there was no contract. He knew he was with them for a while. He knew what happened. He knew it was just gang kind of thing, just photo ops. He knew everything. That it's just for the optics, for the media. Could have been sign contracts. Like we have said before, this Malian, so-called Malian music was never even registered there. It wasn't registered under any authority in Nigeria. So they requested for this, and there was no contract at all. At that point, they had to find out, how is he getting the money from this boy's work? Then there's something connected to that distribution company that is getting the money from all this streaming income. Depositing it to Naira. So at that point, Mohbad said enough is enough. Naira, whatsoever or whatever you have been taking up to this moment, yes, maybe you can keep it. I'm not going to fight with you. We don't have any contracts. We don't have anything. You've only been defrauding me. You've only been infringing on my copyrights and making money from it. But guess what? I don't have an issue with you. I have an issue with the distributing company that is properly registered under the law, that is making this money and giving you the money. So he took those ones to court in his personal capacity. And at that moment, there was a pause. You know, when you take something to court, and he took them to court for copyright infringement. And one of the prayers there is that the court should declare that his copyright have been infringed by that distributing company. That they are making money, they are reproducing, they are distributing his artwork, his work of art, without proper authorization from me. Because they are his artwork, they are his music, his rights. And these companies were distributing it without proper authorization from Mohbad. And also that they should come to make an account of what they have gotten from the distribution of his artwork, and they should render such an account to him and remit whatever is due. And they should stop any further distribution of that. And from that moment on, there was a lock, there was a total stoppage in income flowing to Naira Marley. Nothing was going to Malian's record again from that late 2022 and 2023. Nothing was flowing to him again. He will now have to wait till that case is decided. If the company now, if the court now says so, Mohbad, you are wrong. This company has your authorization somewhere to distribute your music and make money of it. Then that case will now be struck out. Or the court will now fight for the respondent. We fight for the respondent. That's the distributing company. That don't worry, keep making money from this man's work, because somewhere, somehow he has given you the go ahead to do it. And he's also getting his own share from you guys. Because until that moment, is in the naira, not 1 naira. So I'm trying to let you see how difficult the country now suddenly find out that these people are right now. They are making money from this thing. Mohbad should not complain that they are using his music to make that money. After all, it's getting paid by these people. These people have only been paying Naira Marley, not Mohbad. Don't forget. So there was a stoppage in the flow of that income to Naira Marley. All the money that has been earned from that moment on, up to now, from those work of art, these companies they have on Apple Music, whatever other streaming platforms you might think of, those money are being deposited in an escrow account. They are being kept somewhere that cannot be touched, not by this company, not by Naira Marley, not by Mohbad, until the case is decided. Until the court can now decide that, oh, okay, you people can make money off this guy without paying him 1 naira, so continue doing your thing. That's why I'm saying this money is not even with Naira Marley. But because he knows he needs somebody who can decide that, oh, this case we have brought to you, that's Mohbad's case, contesting that these people have infringed on his musical rights, copyrights. That this case, we are sorry to have brought it to you somehow, or maybe they couldn't defend it with zeal, or couldn't show enough reason why the court should find in their favor, or just decide to, court, we want to withdraw this case. Once that happens, everything goes back to status quo. The company continues paying Naira Marley. Then Naira Marley can decide what is due to Mohbad's family at that point. So when you hear Naira Marley going about television, Mohbad's money is with me, and it's big money, according to VDM there, it is a lie. He doesn't have any Mohbad big money with him. He's hoping to have it. So let's talk about this case with this distributing company that is in court. They took the case to court. Those people fight for that they should dismiss the case. That no, this case has no merit. We are not infringing on the rights. We are not doing this. That's like preliminary objection for the court to dismiss the case. But then the court ruled on that objection and dismissed the objection. That no, this case has its merits. It will go through the full length of this process. Let us see. They have provided some evidence. We have to argue against those evidence. We cannot just dismiss the case. That was the first win for Mohbad. Then somehow, somewhere, Mohbad died. After the death of Mohbad, because it's a matter that survives Mohbad, there are some lawsuits, there are some issues, there are some rights when infringed upon. They survive the one who the applicant, in this case Mohbad. At that point, the lawyers had to file in court, letting the court know that although this person who brought this case is dead, but this particular case, so we survive him as per law. And as per law, a dead person cannot institute any case. At that point, that person stops being a natural person. So law, or an artificial person. Artificial person is where the company is suing. But remember, this case was instituted in Mohbad's personal capacity, not under a modernization or under anything. His name. He was Mohbad then. That was his name. The right, it was his personal work of art, not under a modernization. So they had to change the applicant because the case cannot continue at that point with a dead person. They had to file for substitution of the applicant, of the plaintiff, substitution of plaintiff at that point. So who can file, who can substitute a plaintiff in such a case? It will be people who are duly authorized to act in personal capacity for that plaintiff, authorized by law, or people who have sufficient interest as the plaintiff. Those are the people that can be substituted under the law for that plaintiff. So the lawyers of Mohbad, they made that application to court that yes, the owner of this case is dead. But because this case must continue, we seek the leave of the court to substitute the primary plaintiff for these people. And who are the people who have sufficient grounds, who have the sufficient interest? It could only be the surviving widow, the surviving child, the estate of Mohbad. Those are the people who have sufficient interest or legal grounds to be substituted. And from the investigation, from what we saw, the people put forward by Mohbad's lawyer are the estate of Mohbad, the estate of the deceased. When we say the estate of the deceased, it means people are going to manage his affairs. People who have been appointed by courts to manage the affairs of that guy. You have Adura Aloba being the brother, junior brother of the deceased. You have Mrs. Omomi Aloba being the widow of the deceased. And you have Master Liam Aloba, and representing him is the mother, and he is the sole heir, the surviving son of the deceased. So these people were put forward by the lawyer to substitute for the deceased. The distributing company, they objected to this. They fought tooth and nail that no, we will not allow you to substitute anybody. Because what happens is that if you don't substitute somebody, if there's nobody in that capacity, the case becomes moot. There's no case. Because, like they say, the dead speaks or tells no tales. The dead cannot have any case with anybody in the courts. So they brought in their objection, filed their objection to that. But since it's a matter of law, the court has to go by the law, has to rule by the law, and as courts and other courts of competent jurisdiction, these people have enough grounds to be substituted, to be used as substitute for the plaintiff because they have interest until we start getting back those income that people are given. That's when we can now start paying you back again. Or we can now say, okay, let's take our pay, look back, you take your own, let's take our own, that the map the more. Then they have to institute or what's the word there now? They have to come up with their own nominee as what do they call it again? Administrators. They appointed, in quotes, their own administrator to administer the estate of Mohbad. That's where they came up with Ibuku Aloba, Kineko Aloba, and Famuyiwa. Because that is the bone of contention. The streaming income of Mohbad that has been held since 2022 in escrow accounts, at least accumulating there. That is their target. And they instituted these people. They are not backed by the law yet. And they went to probate to try and get letter of administration. But because this has been a long move that people have seen coming, and because it's a public matter already, it's a disputed issue already. You've come online to vilify the widow, to put the innocent orphan, or innocent child now, fatherless child, so to say here now. You've put him up for drugs in public. Now they're going to probate to try and get letter of administration, and they didn't just go there. Now they have now tried, they've made a move. These people who have no legal backing, they've now made a move to go and join in that case. They have now written to the court that, oh, this case Mohbad is having with this distributing company, we want to be a party to the case with their Igbolabi lawyer given to them by Naira Marley. So you can start to imagine that, oh, if Naira Marley now takes over this case, because that is what it means. If they are taking over the cases, it is this guy's lawyer or associate. Tell me what will happen to that case. Eventually, will it not be a settlement out of court, or this distributing company, or don't worry, we shouldn't have even sued them, or maybe when the time comes to present some vital evidence, maybe they turn the case themselves, and the court throws out the case, and everything goes back to normal. They continue remitting to Naira. Then Naira can decide what Baba Mohbad, or in quote, the so-called estate administrators can now get. So now they want to join in the case as the administrators, the appointed administrators of Mohbad's estate. But they've forgotten something, that they've not even gotten the letter of administration by the probate. That is the only time they can become officially recognized to join in this kind of case. And they did not just want to join, they have also made an application that the previous plaintiff, because don't forget, I don't think I said it, the court had to rule on the application when the lawyer of Mohbad brought the application that we need to substitute these people to be the plaintiff now. The other side said no, that they don't have credentials. Now, Baba Mohbad and his Naira Marley's administrator, represented by their lawyer, Oladayo Ogunpe Abikilotinje, now wants to remove the plaintiff now. That the court should remove this plaintiff and substitute them, not even just join, no. Now substitute them. They should not be the plaintiff and no other person because they are the administrator of Mohbad's estate. Forgetting a point of law, so that they need to show sufficient interest that is above the interest of these other people. That is because officially we do not have the estate administrators of Mohbad. Yes, their family has appointed some kangaroo. They've done some kangaroo meeting and appointed some people. But there's a caveat. And some of us were not reading newspapers. On Monday, there was a publication in the Guardian. Yesterday, for some people now, it's yesterday. That's Wednesday. There was a publication in the Punch. The publication of the caveats from probate court, probate department of the High Court, barring or stopping anybody from getting letter of administration, whether openly or secretly, without calling the people who have sufficient interest in that estate, in Mohbad's estate. That have been published. So, meaning, yes, they've done their kangaroo meeting. Now, the thing they need to do is now go to the probate and say, okay, we have agreed to give us letter of administrator. But there's a caveat, meaning caution, that court, some people might want to come to ask for this thing. Whenever they come, be sure to call everybody and let everybody show their, let them show their, what's it called, documents. Let them show their credentials, what qualifies them to be the administrator of this boys, of this guy's estate. They have not gotten that, meaning they don't have any legal recognition. But they have now approached another court, filed another application. So when we were laughing that these people are just after the third in justice or anything, if you see them trying to say, oh, you should not use our name, they should not do this thing, that is now part of the application they've taken to court. That they should strike out these people as the plaintiff of this case. Because they were not married and she's now using their name. Because they have a paternity matter at the court that has not been resolved for Master Liam. That because of that, they should take them away from the case. Let's look at it like as a layman. Because at the end of the day, law works with logic, with fairness, and with common sense. Those are the three major things that are interplay. Because when the law is free, whenever these laws are made, they are made based on fairness, based on what is equitable, based on logic, based on what is commonsensical. So how do you remove somebody from their case? Because forget now that Mohbad started the case. The court has successfully, these people have been successfully substituted. They are now the plaintiff of this case. So how can you remove somebody who is not married to Lagbaja. Because at the end of the day, even if that's the case, it will be a case that will be decided by another court entirely. The case presently that is in the High Court, the case they are bringing Lagbaja and Chiyawa, fraternity is being disputed. Those are cases for family courts. Is that we need a definite decision first. Otherwise, it will be we have to prejudice against these people. There will be a prejudice against these people if they are denied of their basic right because somebody is saying, "Oh, this one is not this," without any court order making such a declaration. How logical will it be if somebody is being denied of their rights? If I say, "Oh, this person is owing me this money, I need to get that money from them," and suddenly somebody is coming from nowhere saying, "No, you should not be paid that money, even if they are owing that money, pay it to me because it's owing me," or because it's not even the owner of the money. You have to bring a declaration to be able to insert yourself in such a case. But that is not even what we're talking about here. I want people to see the pattern here. The pattern of trying to delay the DNA till forever. I'm now coming with an Igbolabi lawyer. An improperly constituted administrators in quotes, because really they are not administrators yet until they get that letter of administrator by the probate, and that will be the first thing the judge will be asking of, even if there is no defense from the plaintiff in the case between the estate of Mohbad, Adura Aloba, Omomi Aloba, and Liam Aloba. Even if there is no defense with this application from them, the first thing the court will ask them is that, "Oh, good, do you now have your letter of administration?" And of course, they will say no. Then the court will chase them out. So tell me what the link, or tell me what the end game would be if they are now trying to take over this case and take over and set to ask some people to leave the case, even at the time when they don't have the authority yet. That is the pattern I want people to take a critical look at. They've been going to Naira Marley all this while, and that's why there's been maybe it looks like they're not spending as much again. I mean from Naira Marley, because at the end of it, he doesn't have the money presently. The only time he can have the money is if this is proxy, because it looks like, in quote, the Aloba family. The Aloba family, where you have one Shiola Dayo Abola Kineko as the head of the family, and you have Joseph Aloba as the principal member of the family too, because Joseph Aloba apparently is not the head of the family. That Aloba family is now a proxy of Naira Marley, because officially they are fighting his cause now. So the only time Naira Marley can get hold of this money is if these people take over the case through a Igbolabi lawyer. Then it can be a win-win for him. If they can't tank the case, or if they can't throw the case out, and the court eventually finds for the plaintiff, they want to be that plaintiff that that the court will fight for. And that's the only time you should or we will not be surprised if the revelation comes out that Joseph Aloba assigned some 70-30 kind of contract with Naira Marley. That should not surprise anybody. Has anybody asked them how much they paid for the new lawyer? Or is it this new lawyer pro bono now? Or is it public that got them this new lawyer? Has anybody tried to ask them? No. Because they are too engrossed in this age. They're too fixated on getting an innocent widow convicted or accused of something she didn't do. And they could not even see the magic Joseph Aloba and Naira Marley is trying to play in front of them. How unfortunate. So, all along, it has been about the money and who should get control of that money, no matter how small or how big the money is. That has been their case, that has been their game plan all along. And now they have come to the open to show us their hands. And that's why we were saying the other time that even from miles away, we can see them coming. And for every of their plan, there is a plan to neutralize their plan. They can keep coming. They will go on social media trying to win in the court of public opinion. These public people are seeing it. Yes, even though they don't want to see the truth, at least they can now know that anything from the Joseph Aloba, they need to ask the question twice again. That's why you see all this appearance in Berekete is now coming on life again, trying to canvas these people, trying to move these people to sway their emotions in a direction. So the take home tonight is that Naira Marley has no money with him. He can only get this license of this money if he wins through Joseph Aloba. And that has been his game plan since day one. That is why they cannot go their separate ways. That is why you will see somebody like Burexi still involved in this case. Because that has been his commission from day one. Get Joseph Aloba in line so that we can infiltrate this family through him. We can get all the monies we want through him. So you see, it's not a big table we want to break. It's just a small one. But then you should know that all these are plans are just to get the money, nothing more. And in so doing, they want to live in their parts the destruction of an innocent widow, of a fatherless child. That is despicable. But then they can continue to try. As long as there is God and there is law, there is no way they can become successful in this their plan. Oh, shit, you see. sùn ẹ̀ka bọ̀ tí ẹ ti wo tán. Ẹni pé kò ṣe big table láti wọ́n lọ.
Ó tóbi.
Tí ẹ bá mọ́ láàárọ̀ lálẹ́ tó bá mọ bó ṣe tóbi tó kọ́ bá mi pé púpọ̀ nu wọn òyìnbó tẹ́lẹ̀ pọ̀. So at the end of it náà, mi ò rò pé ẹni tébù yẹn fọ́ dáadáa. Àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ní ìbò yìí kò sì pò jù fẹ́lẹ́ ká sí. Kò lè ṣe wọn, wọ́n yẹ wà yẹn, ìdí ò bá yé wọn ṣá wọn máa kọ́ lè wọ́n.
Kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Yá gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ Justice for Mohbad àṣírí lẹ́gbọ́n yẹn látẹnu arákùnrin yẹn. Kí lẹ̀yin rí sí? Ẹ fi ọkàn yín hàn lábẹ́ comment section. Ẹ má gbàgbé, ẹ bá mi share fídíò yìí. Kẹ́ ẹ bá mi subscribe sí Ẹlẹ́yẹlé Global TV. Kẹ́ wá fi ọkàn yín hàn lábẹ́ comment section. Mo tún padà bọ̀. Ire o.